Hello, everybody. It's Storytime with Teacher Gabe. Today we're reading Pumpkin Town by Mcky and illustrated by Pablo Bernasconi. All right, Pumpkin Town. Jose and his family grew pumpkins. That growing began with shiny seeds, which were followed by long vines, and those vines grew every which way. The pumpkins grew every which way too, from small to fat and tall. The Jack-be-littles could be dropped into pockets. The Happy Jacks were bigger. A strong enough boy could carry just one. The Big Moons were bigger still, and too large for 5 boys to roll. Come fall, Jose and his family would gather the pumpkins and collect the vines. Then 2 trucks took the fruit to faraway cities. Some were hollowed and carved, and some were saved for pies. But before the trucks took the pumpkins, Jose and his family saved a few. They needed the seeds. When it came to saving pumpkins, Jose's father always said, "Save only the best and sell the rest." So Jose and his brothers hollowed the best pumpkins and saved only the biggest, brightest seeds. They took the duller, smaller seeds to the edge of the field overlooking the town and tossed them. But one gusty, dusty October day, when Jose and his brothers took the lesser seeds to the edge of the field and flung them, the wind caught those seeds and carried them and didn't let them loose until they fell like rain down on the distant town. The seeds slipped into straw roofs and settled into flower pots and sprinkled gardens. But the next spring, rain awoke those small seeds, and plants began. More rain fell, and vines grew every which way. They wrapped around chimneys and wound through corn. At first the townspeople liked the vines, for they were lovely and delicate. But then the vines began to climb up, down, and around, growing leafy and thick. They snaked they snaked green and silent through one window and then out another. Then fruit grew and grew and grew every which way. Soon the townspeople were stepping over pumpkins and around pumpkins and under pumpkins. It was hard to walk even a block. Rooftops sagged under the weight of big moons. Fences fell, and when the wind blew, one had to dodge happy jacks and jack-be-littles falling from trees. "Nothing is worse than pumpkins," groaned the townspeople. Meanwhile, up on their mountainside, Jose and his family cut and stacked their pumpkins, saving only the best, and when they were done, they stepped back and said, "Nothing is better than pumpkins." But when Jose and his family looked down at the town, it looked odd. It seemed so green and orange. Since their field work was done, and because Jose and his brothers were curious, they walked to the town the next day, where they saw more vines and pumpkins than they'd ever imagined. They remembered the gusty, dusty day that they scattered the seeds. "It is our fault," whispered Jose. "We must do something," whispered his brothers. "We rest for now," whispered Jose. But that night Jose and his brothers cut and stacked the pumpkins and vines. They worked as quietly as they could, but some townspeople still sneaked peeks. They marveled at how well the brothers worked. The brothers climbed up poles and twined through trees and snaked silent through one window and out another, gathering and stacking pumpkins and vines. That's probably not what you want to be doing at night, is sneaking in one window and out another. When the townspeople awoke, they discovered a mountain of pumpkins and a hill of vines, and a mound of tired brothers. While the brothers slept, the townspeople filled a wagon with hay and set 5 great watermelons between Jose and his brothers, in thanks for their aid. The wagon took the brothers back to their home, where they were laid in their glossy grass, still sleeping. When their father found them there, He asked them what they had done to deserve the great watermelons. We just helped the townspeople with their harvest, the brothers said, which was true, and nothing more was said. Down in the town, 5 trucks came for the mountain of pumpkins, and the townspeople were given a grand sum of money for all that fruit. Excuse me. Ah, nothing is better than pumpkins, they said. Much of the money went towards a feast, held around a bonfire made by burning the hill of vines. It was decided that the rest of the pumpkin money would be spent to carve a statue of the 5 mysterious brothers who had made a mountain of pumpkins. It took all the next week for the townspeople to repair their roofs and their fences, and it took all that week for Jose and his brothers and his father to eat their great gifts. The melons were so sweet that Jose and his family said, "Nothing is better than watermelons." "Be careful with the seeds," Jose's father said. "Our fields grow pumpkins, not watermelons." So Jose's family filled a great bowl with seeds, and those seeds were forgotten until a day later when the wind roused Jose's father at night. He feared that some of those watermelon seeds might be blown into their field. By moonlight, he carried the bowl to the edge of the field, and he tossed the seeds. The wind caught those seeds and carried them and didn't let them loose until they fell like rain down on the town. The watermelon seeds slipped into straw roofs and settled into flower pots and sprinkled gardens, and slid into the soil around the statue of Jose and his brothers. And that seemed to be the end of it. I feel like next spring they're going to be called Pumpkin or Watermelon Town. All right, and that was Pumpkin Town. Next, we have Theo's Thanksgiving. Oh, who's it by? Oh, Theo's Thanksgiving by David Steinberg and illustrated by Julia Woulf. When the guests came over, Theo couldn't wait. He put 1 slice of turkey on his Thanksgiving plate, then 2 scoops of stuffing, kerplop, kerplop, with 3 spoons of gravy, give or take a drop. Now 4 dinner rolls, and 5 baby peas. Then he asked, "Can someone pass the pumpkin, please?" He made 6 giant mountains all around his plate. Wait, what did he make the mountains out of? He made 6 giant mountains all around his plate with 7 broccoli trees and some maple carrots 8. Then he smushed them together into quite a fine design and stuck in some cranberries, counting up to 9. Next he took 10 cookies for a Thanksgiving treat when his mom said, "Theo, sit down and eat." So he took 1 bite and pushed his plate away. "I'm full," he said, and ran off to play. Oh. He put so much food on his plate but only took 1 bite. Alright, and that was Theo's Thanksgiving. Next we have All of Me, a book of thanks by Molly Bang. All of me. Look at my fine feet. Thank you, feet, for holding me up when I stand, when I walk, and when I jump. When I sit down, I sit on my good bottom. Thank goodness. What grand hands! Thank you, hands, for gripping and throwing and patting and holding and for hugging. Thank you, arms, for hugging even more. And look at my knees and elbows. My knees and elbows bend whenever I ask. Now my hands feel here. Up here I feel my head. Thank you, my extraordinary head, and all your different parts. I smile and talk and sing with my mouth. My lips kiss mommy and daddy. My teeth bite crackers. My tongue licks ice cream. My mouth tastes all my food before it slides down into my tummy. I see with my eyes. I see the night outside. Inside I see light and animals, a ball, a clock, a book, and big hands. Whose big hands are those? I smell with my nose, so many different smells, and sometimes my nose rubs other noses. I listen with my ears. Outside I hear cars rumbling, I hear people playing music, I hear honking, singing, barking, and laughing. Inside I hear purring, I hear a ticking clock, and in between the noises I hear silence. Now I feel my heartbeat. Thump, thump, thump. Thank you, heart, for pumping life all through my body. Thank you, my whole body. Today I did so many things. Today I felt so many feelings. I felt curious and excited and angry and brave and sad and scared and shy and happy and thankful and calm. Today I feel loving and perfectly safe. And right now I also know that I'm part of the whole world, this universe. All this is my home. I'm alive and this whole universe is inside. All of me. What a wonder. All right, and that was all of me. All right, and next we have Corduroy goes to the doctor. I don't see an author on here, so I guess it's just, yeah. Corduroy goes to the doctor. Corduroy likes to go to the doctor. The waiting room has toys and books. Corduroy, it's your turn. Corduroy gets undressed. He's grown a lot this year and gained a lot of pounds. Too many cookies, Corduroy. I don't think there is such a thing as too many cookies. The doctor looks at his throat, say, ah, Corduroy. He looked in his ears and his eyes. He listens to his heart. Take a deep breath, Corduroy. Do I get a shot? Asked Corduroy. Oh, that is a hard name to say. Yes, says the doctor. We don't want you to get sick. Corduroy is very brave. He gets a balloon and a button. Good boy, Corduroy. All right, and that was Corduroy Goes to the Doctor. And that was all the stories I have for today. Thank you guys for reading with me. I hope you guys have a good day.